Hi, Jay Frederick Smith here, Continental Realty of Jackson. We are at 1074 Hood Avenue in West Jacksonville. And we're going to be walking through this property in just a moment, but I would like you first to get a look at what the street looks like in each direction. As you can see down the sidewalk here, the homes this way look not too bad. What you've got across the street, sort of, is a brand new construction. It's not straight across, but almost straight across. Directly across from you is a home similar actually to the house that we're going to be walking through. And just as a note here, a lot of the debris that you see on the ground will be picked up. If it's not garbage day today, it's coming up because there's a lot of trash cans out. And they just pick all of that. Well, you know, a bag that's broken, they won't be able to pick that up, but they'll get the rest up, and then the owners hopefully will come out and clear that. So it's not always going to look like that in this neighborhood. This is not the best neighborhood in Jacksonville, but it's not the worst either by far. And so as far as safety levels go, best thing to do would be to take a look at the Duval County Sheriff's Crime Map. And you can Google search that and then put in the address, and it will show you in a radius around the property kind of what the crime levels are like and what type of crimes that are in the area. Every area has crime. Every single area has crime. Of course, the violent crimes are something that you want to try to stay away from. And if you see a lot of those, well, then maybe this would be a wrong area for you. But definitely check that, because that's going to give you a better idea of what this neighborhood really is like from a people perspective. The home itself, currently listed for just under $80,000. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Looks like off-grade, meaning that it's built up. It's not on a slab. It's built up with wood supports underneath. And for $80,000, what you're getting is a house that needs a substantial renovation. We'll get into the inside in a moment to take a look, but let's just go around the outside of the house real quick first. The roof is definitely showing signs of wear. You can see, like in the front here, how you've got the change in color. And what that means is that the sand has worn off in the front. That's indicative of just the roof aging over time and the wind and rain causing minuscule damage, you know, but that adds up. We've got vinyl siding on the outside, also has shown some signs of heat problems or other things. There's warping here that is not normal for vinyl. A fire or something very hot heated that up enough to warp and melt it in a pretty good area. It's not from the sun, however, because this side of the house doesn't really see any sun, as you can tell from the mossy damage, moldy damage that you've got here and here, you know, along here, the staining. The underside of the house is not a perimeter foundation. It's just cement blocks that the house sits on. And so you've got this trim basically to protect the crawl space area from vermin. And that obviously needs to be replaced so that you're not having creepies crawling in underneath there and, you know, starting a home underneath your home. That definitely would be an issue. Now, this particular property comes with several outbuildings. I don't know if I like any of them, but they're here, and so that would definitely be something that you need to consider if you purchased this, including everything contained within, which, as you can see, there's a substantial amount of debris that would need to be cleared out. This is not even waterproof. This shed here has got a giant hole in the roof, and it is full. So we're talking about a dumpster here just from this one. And I get the strangest feeling I'm going to find the same thing in maybe this other one here too. Yeah, without even having to go in, I can tell that's that we've got. It's so bad that the pressure of that has pushed the wall out. So substantial amount of trash here in the property. The back porch area has built for handicap access. There is a older, pretty worn ramp set up here for wheelchair access to get to the door itself. but all of this lumber is worn and damaged to the point of needing to be replaced. The wood actually is so bad that if I step on it, it goes down about 4 inches, which makes me feel like I don't even really want to walk on this at all. It definitely needs to come out and a new one put up. And you know, if you don't need handicap access, just putting a regular deck down would probably be a cheaper solution. Now there is a secondary residence, like a little, I don't know, garden apartment or something here on the property. And what that actually is, I don't know. But we'll take a look at that too and see if we can get some ideas. Yeah, so this is like another storage area, actually, that's a little cleaner and a little nicer on this side. And then there is lighting in here, but I don't know where the power comes from. I don't see any outlets. The walls just have some heat resistant insulation and then some of these ceiling panels put up, but I don't really see any power source. So maybe they're using an extension cord to get light in here. Don't know. A couple of windows. And if we come around the corner, there's another one. So, once again, what we've got here is a light or set of lights that look like maybe they're driven off an extension cord that went to the main house. I can't tell you that for sure. But what I will say is that there's no outlets and there's no sign of actual power in the house itself. I see extension cords hanging here and other things, but there's no power and there's no water. So really this is just storage. Also, these floors, once again, are very soft. They're probably not built to code. This is OSB, which is susceptible to weather damage without it being painted. There's a lot of flex in the floor here. And if you'll notice, there's a lot of water damage that's come in, at least on the back side of this. And so I guess what I would say is this is definitely something I would probably want to take out as well. The whole thing actually is made of OSB. They do have some battens, which are boards that cover up a seam down to try to protect it a little bit, but with painted OSB, it's still going to be an issue. If they marked this as a shed, I don't know. Maybe it was permitted, maybe not. But there's several more of these outbuildings. I think there's a total of 5. Something that kind of looks like an old horse barn. Substantial damage to the walls, as you can see. And full of debris once again. Then this last one, kind of outhouse style looking building. And this is the one that's cleaned out. Now I've got a call coming in. I'm going to get that and I'll be right back.